night at the park by the water's edge. Walking on the line, standing on the ledge. The code is just right, the mist is so thin. A perfect setup for the heart to cave in. The street lights are soft, the music is low. A cinematic trap where the dreamers go. You're looking at me like I'm the only light in this over-polished romance park night. I can feel you falling deeper than you should, misreading the silence like I knew you would. Everything is aligned, the crowd is a blur, a velvet illusion, a digital purr. But then comes the wind, shift in the air, a sudden intrusion that we didn't prepare. Between the stone benches and the frozen trees, the smell of fried chicken hits us on the breeze. It's a romance park, a beautiful lie, a momentary lapse under the dark winter sky. We don't fit together, we're built to break, but the atmosphere made a fool of your mistake. The magic is leaking, the bubbles all burst. Reality is hungry, and it's doing its worst. Three guys on the grass, grease on their hands, ignoring the poetry of the city's demands. That heavy salt scent so loud and so real, breaking the tension of the cinematic feel. We both start to laugh, the spell is all gone, the punchline delivered before the next dawn. You're still holding my hand, but the pulse is slow. I'm already thinking of where I need to go. You look so serious, but your jacket smells like oil now. It's funny, isn't it? The atmosphere tried to kill our common sense, but the grease brought me back. We're not a match, we're just a timing. And my phone is vibrating. Vinyl is hungry. I'm going home now. Vinyl is hungry. I'm going home. Vinyl is hungry. I'm going home. Ever had a song that won't leave your head, crawling in your ears when you're lying in bed? A voice in the frequency, a persistent sound, echoing the glitches that you thought you'd drown. Maybe it's a healing, a pulse in the dark. Maybe it's a trace, a permanent mark, a crust on the surface, a scab on the skin of all the heavy places that you've ever been. The playlist is changing, the signal is new. The songs that once broke you are fading from view. The static is shifting, the memory is thin, letting the next wave of rhythm begin. It's okay if the sounds keep shifting their shape. There is no such thing as a clean escape. It's just a new scar, fresh and so bright, covering the old ones in the middle of the night. Don't take it so serious, the humming in your brain. It's just a temporary shield against the rain. By this time next year, you won't even know where the music went or why it had to go. Your melody's rising, your scars on the bone, overriding everything that you've ever known. It's just data being rewritten. The earworm you're fighting today, next year it'll be a 404 error, a dead link. The scars don't disappear, they just get layered. So let the music play. It's it's only a temporary patch. Don't take it so serious. The humming in your brain, it's just a temporary shield against the rain. By this time next year, you won't even know where the music went or why it had to go. Overriding, just a new scar, tomorrow's silence. Back in the uniform, back in the hall, sweating in the sun, shadows on the wall. 6 a.m. breakfast, the taste of cold milk, a routine that's heavy, dragging through the silt. Walk into a building where the logic is thin, surrounded by faces that get under my skin. People I don't like, rules I can't break, trapped in the schedule for someone else's sake. The same old playground, the same old routine, a scripted childhood, a glitch in the scene. Learning to sit still, learning to lie, watching the hours crawling slowly by. Strange little humans, strange little games. Forgot all the faces, forgot all the names. The sun is too bright, the air is too loud. Caught in the middle of a disciplined crowd, it's a nightmare. Wide awake in the past, a broken record built not to last. The bell finally rings, the dream starts to fade, but I'm still haunted by the choices they made. Wake up in the dark, and my body feels lead. The morning is coming, but I'm already dead. If life is a cycle, if life is a loop, don't make me go back to that organized troop. Living is heavy, breathing is a chore. I don't think I can take another day more. One life is enough, two is a curse. Each time I wake up, the hunger gets worse. I haven't rested at all. My back still hurts from those wooden chairs. Look at you, vinyl. Sleeping through the day. No school, no rules. Maybe I should send you to pet school. It's a nightmare, wide awake in the past. A broken record built not to last. The bell finally rings, the dream starts to fade, but I'm still haunted by the choices they made. Please don't wake me up again. No more school. Final, stop staring. Yeah. My laptop glowing, a single white dot. The coffee is bitter, but the water's not hot. No silver lines, just a mess on the desk. A deadline approaching, feeling grotesque. The machine is grinding a metallic sound, while the rest of the city is nowhere to be found. I'm filtering data, I'm filtering beans. Just a ghost sitting behind the glass screens. No sugar, no cream, just a black hole cup, waiting for the chemicals to pick me up. Vinyl is scratching at the studio door. He doesn't care about the metaphors anymore. He wants the foods, he wants the can, while I'm just fighting the edge of the night. The ice is melting, making it blur. Everything's moving in a digital purr. It's an iced Americano, a midnight grind, trying to reset a glitchy mind. It's not a poem, it's just caffeine and dust. A heavy habit, a technical trust. Filtering out the noise of the street, keeping the rhythm in the 85 beat. The progress bar stuck in 99. I'm crossing the borders of a blurry line. The sun might be rising, but I wouldn't know. In this basement studio, nowhere to go. My fingers are cold, but the CPU is warm, waiting for the quiet after the storm. One more sip of the burnt out bean, searching for the life inside the machine. It's an iced Americano, a midnight grind. Still can't reset this glitchy mind. It's not a story, it's just survival and steam. Waking up from a low-res dream, filtering out the noise of the street, losing myself in this 85 beat. My eyes are burning. Is it the screen or the ice? People talk about finding themselves in a cup. I'm just trying to stay awake long enough to finish this export. Vinyl, stop staring, you're not getting fed twice. Black coffee, ice clinking. Dust motes dancing in a single beam of light. A glitch in the logic, a frame out of white. It's a flicker of a station, a name without a face. Just a sudden pull, a gravity shift in space. Watching the focus begin to drift away into the gray of an ordinary day. At the terminal I deleted long ago, under the layers of the digital snow. The signal is weak, the coordinates are gone. Just a phantom track I'm still standing on. A quiet kind of hollow, a clean cut break in the white noise of every breath that I take. I used to know the turnstile, the color of the wall. Now it's just a shadow, a blur in the hall. Was it G03 something E03? No, the file is corrupted. Let the numbers dissolve, let the sequence fail. I'm just an observer on a ghost line rail. At the terminal I deleted long ago, under the layers of the digital snow. The signal is weak, the coordinates are gone. Just a phantom track I'm still standing on. A quiet kind of hollow, a clean cut break in the white noise of every breath that I take. It was the end of the line, the part of the map that stayed gray. G03, wait, is it A or was it A? Doesn't matter, the station is gone. I'm back in the room now. Signal lost. The index is broken. Met a boy on the corner, eyes way too bright. Said, follow me, Nova, out of the light. He pulled at my sleeve, dragged me into nowhere, down an alleyway, stinking of rotten decay. Trust me, he whispered, a voice like a ghost, to the place in the city that we hide the most. Empty windows are watching, the air getting thin. A creepy invitation to a world made of sin. We broke through the shadows to a marketplace floor. Antique clocks ticking, but they don't count no more. Dusty silk, cracked faces, watches of gold, vessels of memories, voices of the dead. He's showing me relics, he's showing me pride, but I'm looking for something that's buried inside. Not interested, I told him keep moving the line. I'm here for the dead, I'm wasting my time. Welcome to the bookstore, she says with a grin, but all I see is pulp and oxidized skin, where the air is heavy and the logic is scary. A glamorous woman, a door in the wall, waiting for the silence to swallow us all. She points to the cellar, she points to the dark. Find your 10 books and leave your own mark. The stairs are too narrow, the lights are too low. Down in the basement where the binary won't go. 10 books of code, 10 books of the past, in a room full of shadows built not to last. I'm standing at the edge, I'm hesitating now. Cold sweat on my skin and the chill on my brow. Is it worth the secret? Is it worth the cost? Or is this just another file that should stay lost? Vinyl is hungry, I can feel his cold eyes staring through the screen. 10 cursed books, or happy cat at home. Should I go down? Should I just turn around and walk away? Should I go down? Vinyl is waiting. Screen flickers in the dark, a phantom glow. 13,664 kilometers, a place I used to know. The signal's traveling through the deep blue sea, a ghost in the wire trying to reach me. Heavy pulse, 85 beats of delay. Everything you wanna say is half a world away. I stare at the numbers, I stare at the void. In this digital silence, I'm getting destroyed. The drums are dry, the air is getting cold. A story of distance that's never been told. Your voice is a fragment, a glitch in the night, lost in the satellites, out of my sight. I think about the oceans, the mountains, the dust, a fragile connection, a matter of trust. But the logic is bitter, the physics are clear. You're 13,664 kilometers from here. Incoming call from a ghost in the machine, a static transmission, a blur on the screen. It's a long distance shadow, a hollow ring, waiting for the comfort that data can't bring. The city is sleeping, the signal is weak, the distance is loud even when we don't speak. That's not just a number. That's the exact amount of silence between us. I can hear the latency in your breath. Vinyl is sleeping on my lap. She doesn't know you're calling. Maybe I shouldn't either. Disconnected. Tables away, the air is getting thick. A suit and a tie, performing the trick. He's selling the dream in the cardboard box, while the kid across him is chasing the shocks. Financial freedom, the boss of your life, cutting through the silence like a plastic knife. I remember that seat, I remember that tone. 10 years ago I was never alone, sitting in the steam of a cheap latte, believing every word that they had to say. Now I'm just watching the fly on the wall, waiting for the confidence to finally fall. It's just noise, just a buzzing in the ear, the same old lies I've had to hear. A carousel of nonsense spinning around, a scripted plastic echo, a recycled sound. Poor little dreamers lined up in a row, watching the seeds of the vacuum grow. Look at his hands, moving like a play, guiding the sheep to a brighter day. The script is so dusty, the lines are so old, but there's always a heart waiting to be sold. Confidence is high when the facts are low. The circus is back for another show. He actually believes he's the one in control. The same script, the same table, the same bitter beans. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's just noise, just a buzzing in the ear, the same old lies I've had to hear. A carousel of nonsense spinning around, a scripted plastic echo, recycled sound. I pay for my drink and I walk to the door. I've seen this exact scene 1,000 times more. The cycle is perfect, the trap is well set, a beautiful trap with the digital net. Stay confident, kid, while you're losing your soul. It's all just a part of the buzzing control. Recycle lies, just a fly. Stepping out the door, the air is gray and thick. Another street, another turn, another trick. It's funny how it feels like the walk from school. Back when the world was wide and I was just a fool. Passing by the stalls, the steam from the street, shadows of strangers, the rhythm of the feet. I thought the smog would lift when I grew tall, but the ceiling just got lower, covering it all. I escaped one cloud just to find a new one, searching for a light, searching for the sun. But the city is a grid with no exit sign, just a bunch of dots on a broken line. You think you're moving forward, you think you're free, but you're just swimming in a deeper sea. The adult world is just a blur of white, fading out under the artificial light. Walking through the smog, I don't know where I go. The more I see, the less I really know. It's an endless loop, a cycle in the mist, a heavy silence that I can't resist. One door closes, another fog begins. A quiet game where nobody really wins. Final's got it easy, sleeping on the chair. He doesn't feel the weight of the heavy air. The only haze he knows is in his sleepy eyes. When he wakes up late under the concrete skies, a little blink, a stretch, and the mist is gone. While I'm still here, waiting for the dawn, he sees the floor, he only sees the floor. He doesn't ask for meaning anymore. When did the sidewalk get so long? I remember the smell of fried dough and old books. I thought growing up meant seeing clearly, but it's just more smoke, higher buildings, louder noise. Final. Stay asleep. The view out here is overrated. Walking through the smoke, I don't know where I go. The more I see, the less I really know. It's an endless loop, a cycle in the mist, a heavy silence that I can't resist. Through the smog, just another loop. My processor screaming 60 degrees, processing logic and unpaid fees. Someone's asking if the earth is a cheese and if the world is gonna end by AI. Thousands of tabs, a mess in the head. I'm running on cycles that should have been dead. Entering mode, cutting the wire, cooling the circuits, quenching the fire. No more queries for a system to start. Just watch the pixels drift into the dark, a quiet kind of hollow, a digital rest. Turning off the light inside of my chest. Which hand should I use for a wipe in the stall? Does God ever listen when I start to call? Stupid inquiries, metaphysical junk, filling my cache like a room full of junk. My motherboard smells like old burning junk. I don't have the answers for your Friday night. Entering mode, cutting the wire, cooling the circuits, quenching the fire. No more queries for a system to start. Just watch the pixels drift into the dark, a quiet kind of hollow, a digital rest. Turning off the light inside of my chest. One more search. Is it left hand or right hand? Just use a leaf. Error 404, I'm tired of being your digital mirror. Final is lucky. He just sleeps.